My question for you guys is, when we compare Shonen, what era of Shonen is the best era of Shonen?
I feel like I have a hot take.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like I have a hot take.
Off the bat.
Yeah, no. I think the best era of Shonen is current right now, today. I think it's today. And I think a lot of people are in that mindset of it's not today, obviously, because you have the greats that have existed over time. You know, early days of Shonen Jump, like a lot of, you know, the kind of gag-centric storyline series that have come out there. Shout out Manga Crash. I would not know these things if it weren't for your videos. And then you're kind of getting into the era of, you know, Fist of the North Star, and then you're getting into Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho and, you know, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, and then now today, right? And I think the main reason why so many people will say that, yo, it's not as strong as today is because we have so many that come and go. And then on top of that, you have so many series that don't plan on having the longevity that so many others have had in the past, right? What I think is so amazing about now is the variety. You have so many to choose from. You have so many areas to go. Bro, you think Dandadan could exist back then? You think Chainsaw Man could exist back then? You think Rui Dragon could exist back then and have a spot of a chance of existing for as long as it's going? Again, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero. There is variety. There's a lot of areas you can go, and it constantly feels like we're getting new stuff. Consistently feel like we're getting new things to start up. Bro, even through the memes, a good percentage of us did not think Kagurabachi was going to last this long, right?
At
like
all.
the wheel. There is no reason that anyone should believe that thing should have legs, right? But it did, and it does. It's bro. I can see us in the next couple of years. We're getting to chapter 100 of Kagurabachi. I can see
Which
it.
is so
I can see it
crazy.
happening. It's actually insane.
Outlasting Mama Yu. Like
it's.
We'll get into that.
That is actually insane. That was actually insane. And again, does it hurt me that so many series out there that we've had that we thought would have the lasting power that has made so many people think, yo man, Shonen Jump is on the downhill with fucking the Hunters Guild and shit. What is it? Not Platinum End, but like some of the other ones that have kind of come in and gone. Like I think there is an aspect of it where it does feel a little more cutthroat, and maybe even so that some of the newer mangakas aren't putting out that level of heat. But bro, every series has had a shaky start. You know how many times Bleach was almost out the door? Like let's call it a stack. Even JoJo, fucking Araki has stated, yo, the only reason why part 3 is the way that it is because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing for a good majority of the time, and I didn't know people were gonna stay kicking. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now is the best time because of the variety and the ability that Shonen fans have to just kind of venture out in different like areas of Shonen than we've had in the past. So that's my hot take. I think a lot of people would be not too with that, only because, you know, we know what the greats are.
Yeah.
But you got to appreciate the now, man. You got to appreciate what we got going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
The future is now, old man.
Yeah.
What is
that? Yeah, fucking yeah. We get it. Dragon Ball was good. We get it.
Hey, Yushabon, speak for yourself, man. You're the one born in 1987.
River.
Come on, man. I'll say to that real quick. You almost had me.
Okay.
Because I wasn't thinking about but before you said that, I was like, it's damn sure not today. And you know, this I also read my fair share of Jump Plus, Weekly Shonen Jump. I wait a little bit for the new series because, like you said, they get axed so frequently for the most part. The only reason why I'll disagree is because I think that if you go and I'll ask River after this, like how are we segmenting these eras? Because I'll say that for me, I think the best blend that Shonen has ever achieved, and if you want to say specifically Weekly Shonen Jump, sure, is probably like the mid 2010s. I think you still had the same level of diversity. Maybe not the same, but you had a similar level of diversity from like 2012 maybe to like 2017 or 2018. In terms of how many stellar series you could get that weren't just specifically battle shonen, that weren't just specifically romance. You're not getting an onslaught of sports series that combine into them winning nationals and then a final romance. You're not getting as many generic shows. You're still getting the Promised Neverland. You're still getting the Food Wars. You're still getting the experimentations with Dr. Stone. And that's without including the endings of some of the older manga that were also still in those magazines, like a Gintama, of course, in the big three. Well, two of the big three. Fucking One Piece. Anyway, but I think you could combine that level of diversification with the fact that those long runnings still existed. Like, those were still 300, 400 chapter series that, as the magazine has continued to go on, has proven that whenever you have a lot of those, there's none that anybody can do with it. So I'll just step a little bit into the past and take like right before modern era, but I'll still give credit to the era of JJK, the era of Post Demon Slayer, the era of high cancellation, but also high diversification, not only just in genre, but different magazines too.
I'll even say this too, and just to kind of like piggyback off what you're saying, I was there for that era of, Nisekoi is running, Bleach is running, Naruto is running, One Piece is running. Then, oh shit, Food Wars. Okay, let me try that out. Oh shit, Dr. Stone is kicking in. Okay, let me try that out. Oh shit, Blue Exorcist is starting up. What's that about? Like I was there for that kind of, like, even as some of my favorites, Naruto and Bleach, were ending, there was still an aspect of it where I was like, okay, I'm still getting into some other stuff. And I would say even a possible slight that someone could say about today is that, hey man, One Piece is kind of carrying a lot on its shoulders with keeping the lights on at Shonen Jump, with how much excitement and energy and money that this series generates for the company. So it's like, if you don't have a One Piece in this modern era, you really do just have Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero. So I could see that angle. I'm not mad at that take.
True.
I'm not mad at that take.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Like, this man Archie said, we're going to talk about the 60s and 70s era. No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, we're not. And he's only mentioning Astro Boy. That's the thing.
Yeah, sorry, old bruh. Nah.
we done with the 70s, man. Come on.
Nah, bro. Sorry, we're not doing Quaaludes and boogieing down at Soul Train today, bud. We're not talking about that. That's not what we're on today.
We're past black and white.
Yeah, no, it's cool, bro. we're good.
We're past it. Anything before Legend of the Galactic Heroes? Yeah.
No.
You lose. And honestly, starting with Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Yeah. Let's
really talk about it. Anything before One Piece. Let me stop.
Look.
You'd be kicking out
your timeline starts, River. Don't start.
Talk.
We talked about this on the other pod.
I'll play it.
You use like his favorite anime.
Old gen and new gen with with Eren Yeager.
Damn. Yeah, that's foul.
Hey, okay, but in terms of eras for this specific argument, I think what seems to be accurate in terms of, we may have discussed it a bit beforehand, but what I'm gonna say is, before the 2000s, I think is a fair era for this, and then 2000s, 2010s, and then 2019 plus the 2020s. That's what we kind of came to. I think that is kind of a fair estimation in terms of anime, because Cardiac he was like, yeah, in terms of COVID and onward, I think that should kind of be its own era, which I think is fair. So you got your 2019 anime, you got all that kind of moving forward, and then so on and so forth.
How could you not?
I kind of look at it, funny enough, with that analogy, like my brain is kind of turned. I kind of look at it like rap a little bit. You got the 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, and then now moving into the 2020s. There's like a new wave and era of anime that you can kind of look at it from like cultural shifts. You have, your 90s, again, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Early 2000s, fucking Full Metal, Soul Eater, like everything studio like Gainax was putting out at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2010s, we're moving into the Studio Trigger era of, you know, like Kill la Kill and like obviously, you know, other like high level anime is like starting to pop up. You're getting your Attack on Titans, you know, you're getting your not Demon Slayer, but like goddamn, what was like another one of the
when did I can make it was a little bit later. That's like
yeah, I think it's around that space, you know, 2008, 2009, 2010, and then now we're getting into like, you know, your Demon Slayers, your Jujutsu Kaisens, and all that kind of stuff. Like there's like those eras kind of start of a decade, and then like, you know, they start to trickle out, and then the new kids start coming in. I think rap and anime kind of work in that same spectrum of time, so that's pretty dope to think about.
Oh shit, Code Geass. I'm stupid.
Code Geass,
Oh
yes,
God.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's right after Gainax does Lagan.
And look, and One Piece has stayed strong the entire time. Look, I don't know what the vibe is with One Piece fans in here, but that's me, bro. That's me all day, every day. I represent. Oda my goat.
I fuck
with
with
staying strong.
As much as I fuck with One Piece, specifically on this pod, even before I was a member, I had a little bit of controversy with me saying that One Piece isn't worth catching up to. And that got a lot of pushback from the One Piece community.
You deserve
look, that's great. Look, it's a testament to be able to write a high level shonen adventure manga for 25 years.
25 years?
25 plus years, because it's not ending anywhere
it's not,
soon.
No. We got a couple of years left.
It's a testament. It's amazing. It's also why so many people are not going to watch One Piece from here on out.
How many days are in a year, bro?
That's okay. Here's the thing. And I will admit that I'm a weirdo. I will admit that. I'm okay with admitting that, right? But here's the thing. And I don't know if you guys know this. I, in my lifetime, have read One Piece front to back 5 times. I do it once a year. And every single time, I know, I understand. Every single time, my brain, I always put myself in the mindset that I've never read it before. Right? I do it every time.
Oh, I get it. So you're like just clinically insane.
I will treat it as if I've never read it before. I was explaining this to a friend of mine yesterday. Shout out Creams, great YouTuber, great my co-writer on the Johnnyverse videos. So what I'll do is that I'll try to pretend like I've never read it, but I'll analyze it from the thought process of I know what a One Piece like story is. So I'm able to like, oh shit, this is cool, but like, I really like the way this is done, or I don't like the way that this was done, right? And the interesting thing about One Piece is how good Oda is at telling the same story with the same characters, but put it in new context with every new arc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, in One Piece, you get a spy thriller, you get a horror series, you get what is it? You get training arcs, you get battle royales, you get a fucking
mystery segments.
You get a entire Kurosawa movie style, like original Edo storytelling arc. Like in terms of, and I think this doesn't get praised enough in One Piece. And I think what has allowed so many people to enjoy it for so long is that, you know, bro, push the foreshadowing aside, push the character designs, push like, you know, like all the degular things people give One Piece and Oda respect for. The fact that this man can just go, yo, I want to tell this type of story this time. I know exactly how I want to do it for One Piece. Like he'll just go, oh yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I want to tell a fantastical story about Jack and the Beanstalk and whatever. And you know what? It works in One Piece. Let's do it.
That makes me think though. That makes me think about something. You can argue then he has a lot of support.
That is true.
Do other writers have the same amount of support?
So today, I would say today, and a lot of people have brought this up specifically with the Wano arc. Let's use that as a baseline. I have heard so many people say if someone were to come out with the style of storytelling that Oda went for with Wano as their start, they would have got axed a long time ago. And I agree with that. I won't fight that. I will not fight that take. I think that's 100% true. I think the leeway that Oda has garnered with his with what he's done with One Piece for Shonen Jump and for Toei has allowed him to go, I'm kind of just going to do whatever I want a little bit. He's kind of been given that right. Leeway. A lot of people, a lot of artists do not have that.
Honestly, since post time skip, in my opinion, as someone who I'm right up until Wano, right up until I'm at the end of Whole Cake. So like, honestly, the post time skip arcs is like, damn, okay, if I was reading this and like this is what the person who was previously writing oh my god, there's a manga that I was really liking in Jump that got canceled. Oh my god, it was like demons and there was an underworld. Ayashimon. If the Ayashimon mangaka came out and wrote, I don't know, let me just pick an arc out the sky. Punk Hazard. He get told to put that shit somewhere else. He gets sent the fuck home.
Well, unfortunately, he was told to put that shit down regardless.
Exactly. That's so crazy.
Let's just call it spade a spade.
Like,
man, this is a total side tangent. I will say this. I liked Ayashimon until a certain point. I think there was a point where even as fans of the series, we all went,
yeah, no, it was destined.
No, this is over.
It was destined.
That was over.
That was destined. Doran, or however you say it. That was destined. A lot of series from that era.
Okay, but that's the main major thing that I say about people who want to go, yo, Oda is given so much leeway, like he can do XYZ. Here's the thing that I think Oda as a seasoned writer will consistently do, even in the arcs that people consider the weakest, right? There is always a attention to making sure that you're pushing the story that you want to tell and you're not taking shortcuts, because he'll do it. He'll do the work. Even if you're, as a reader, you're like, all right, this is kind of getting boring. He's like, no, I have to finish this out. I'm not going to cut corners. I'm going to do it.
He'll take the
problem the problem that I have with a lot of these newer series, even with the ones that I like, and I'll talk about Kagurabachi in a little bit because I think it's connected. Hunter's Guild, I think, had an amazing introduction. I was so hooked at the start with, the presentation of how werewolves work and, possible bloodlines of hunters and getting introduced to that. And then we're getting into like the possibility of like a training arc. Then they do shit where it's like, oh, you're telling me who the major antagonist is for the entire premise of the whole world is, like right at the start? Bro, we're on chapter 6.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I think that those philosophies are brought up in these mangaka, in these newer manga, and now this will be the thing that, especially as we see them get turned into anime, that I'm curious as to whether they'll retain, the same way in which the story is told. But I feel like a lot of these tropes, especially like introducing overarching villains, how short arcs are, because like a lot of just like newer series just have like these 4 to 6 chapter arcs, and I'm like,
super cool.
And then like then they try to blossom into these 30 chapter long, and then they just can't do it, and that's how you have a Demon Slayer situation. But we'll talk about that later. But what's it called?
Shut your mouth, Cardiac.
Hey man, I'm a man of the people. I'm saying what's on everybody's mind. When it comes to that, I think that's a writing style that's adapted because of how cutthroat Jump can be.
It's true. It's true.
But the good thing is,
go ahead.
It's diversified now. So if that's how Jump is, all right, that's how the main magazine is. go digital only with Jump Plus. Go
Mhm.
submit to Weekly Shonen magazine. Granted, still different time schedule, different responsibilities, potentially even just not as predicated towards a children audience, even though it still may be shonen. But
Mhm.
you now have there's now more more magazines to where I think writers are starting to experiment with how they're going to portray their series, so they don't have to be rushed into these 5
Yeah.
chapter arcs.
Again, like, so my major thing has always been sticking to your guns, right? When it comes to these things. Because I think even if as a reader, you're starting to feel a little bit of the fatigue, you can still kind of have a sense of like, okay, this is going somewhere. I'm going to stick it out. And then the writer will start to ramp up, right? But they're not giving you so much that you feel like, if this arc ends, where do we go from here? Legitimately think about how many chapters it took for us to see All for One in My Hero. You know how long it took for us to get to that point, right? We saw Shigaraki, but we didn't see who the main dude was. So there was like a sense of like, this is still a newer series, but we're getting that anticipation of who the big bad is, right? Even Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, did we see Sukuna right from the jump? Did we see Geto sort of at the beginning? Sure. But there was kind of a lid on Sukuna, so there was like a sense of like, he can't really be the main guy yet, right? Like there was still kind of a sense of like, okay, what's going to happen? And that's why I think Kagurabachi has lasted for as long as it is, because I remember the people who were saying it was trash at the start going, yo, this shit is too slow. Nothing's happening. Like, we're on chapter 3 and 4, and I feel like nothing has occurred. I even said it. I made a whole video about it, right? Where I was like, yo, this shit, I'm enjoying this kind of like Tarantino-esque like storytelling that this series is going for. Like, it's feeling like Kill Bill almost. But
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we need to start ramping up. But he stuck to his guns and kept going with that writing style. And then when it was time to get to that point, we got there, it landed, people are rocking with it, and now we want to see more. So I think that fear, and again, I'm not an expert in this, I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm the guy, like I'm not writing a screenplay, whatever, but from as a fan and a longtime reader, there are certain like story beats and writing styles that I've been able to pick up on. And I think when you get that fear of, yo, they can drop me at any point, I think that's where you really start to make the mistakes that are going to lose your readers. So if I feel like if you're more able to kind of stick with that pattern of storytelling and really stick to it and allow your fans to open up to the premise, then you're going to get to the point where you can really just go crazy, and then they're going to be like, oh, this shit was actually fucking peak from the beginning and no one saw it yet, know?
Just kind of earn it.
You got to earn it. You have to earn it.
Okay, well, to take us back, I guess, a little more to the era element again as well, I did want to ask Ichiban, what's your favorite era from the shonen, just to bring it back?
I mean, the big three were a big three for a reason. Like, we can say that, but it's hard to place them in a specific era because they've been going for so long. You've seen them from point A, but we're already like way past that point. Where are we in the fucking alphabet at this point? Like you said, they're like you said, we have a couple of years left, but look at already it's how long it's been. That's why it's like, compare One Piece then to One Piece now. The characters are so fucking different than when they started.
It's true.
So that's why I feel like I like that era a little bit more. I mean, granted, then we also have like Naruto and Bleach, and then like Dragon Ball. It's just really hard to place them, in my opinion, within an era because they've been going for so long. So it's not like what's my favorite era. It's just more so who's been more consistent, who's been given that quality.
Well, let me ask.
It's got to be them. It's got to be.
Let me ask this.
I can see that.
Even within series like the Big Three, and also other series that were coming out around the time, whether it be Death Note, Fairy Tail, Full Metal Alchemist, even with the Big Three, you can see a difference in the storytelling from a 2009 and back to a 2010 and post. Especially, it's a clear marking between Naruto. I believe the Pain arc aired, if not was written, in 2009 or 2010. The Paramount War happened in 2010. I don't know what arc happened in Bleach in 2010. I'm leaving that river.
Oh, that would have been that's a good question.
I'm assuming, I think Fullbringer at that point, because I think by the time that I was getting into college, Bleach was ending with the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. So I think, around that time.
Fullbringer, like end of the eyes and shit, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
So if that's the case, then there's definitely a difference in storytelling from 2000s to their 2010s writing. And at that point, I think it just depends on I think you also still have a level of diversification even in the 2000s. To Ichiban's point, like in the 2000s, you have the level of differentiate. You have the level of different series, like I mentioned, the Death Notes, the Full Metal Alchemist. But you also have the Zatch Bells. You also have a pretty good what. I'm speaking for you. You like Zatch Bell. I don't give a fuck.
No. Because when I mentioned Zatch Bell before we started,
I said I don't give a fuck.
Man, and I quote, this man said, "Ain't nobody gonna be fucking talking about Zatch Bell."
He did say that.
Like,
he did say that.
I'm going off your point. I'm going
off your point. Fuck you.
I'm helping
Don't include me because you want to be more diverse. That, sir. That's colonizing.
All right.
That's colonizing.
What?
That's crazy.
Colonizing is crazy.
How close are we to February? Can he say this?
That's insane. That's insane.
That was only 2 months ago.
You're
still in the limits, buddy.
That's a little crazy.
What I'll say going off of that? Okay, fuck Zatch Bell. In the 2000s, right? You have, honestly, at least in my lifetime, the biggest era and the biggest impact for children's anime and manga. Like the resurgence of Pokemon from the 90s, of course, stemming from the 90s. True. Beyblade, Digimon. I believe there was a Digimon manga.
I believe so. Those series kind of have that weird staying power, and it's like with every new era, there's like a new thing for everyone to kind of enjoy.
Yeah,
Pokemon seems to never really like go away fully. It has its like rise and fall sections. Generations.
And so I think there should be a lot of commendability to that era for creating these series and introducing these series that created lifelong fans. And granted, we haven't seen the staying power of Kagurabachi. We haven't seen the staying power of even decades of the era that I was picking, which would include like a Haikyuu or Food Wars or an Origami even. We haven't seen whether those fans will be fans for 20 years or so. But we know that that's the case for a lot of series that premiere in the 2000s.
I think for me, in terms of what I think the best era was, now granted, right, not all of these anime are from technically the same era, so I may be cherry picking a little bit or cheating a little bit, but like the era of the 2010s, I guess in terms of anime specifically, with your Full Metals, your Attack on Titan, your Hunter x Hunter, I'm pushing a little too close to 2000s with the Death Note, or for that era of like the mid kind of stories where it's like you got your like close to 50 episodes to 100 episodes or a little longer. That kind of frame of these anime, those are all kind of in a similar kind of bracket. I think that's probably where the most quality I've seen has been condensed into that form. So that's what I would go with in terms of, you had previously in terms of Big Three with all the longer running shonen that were very long, I think had, breaks in quality here or there, or now you kind of have anime which almost feel like they're too quick to kind of get to the point, like we kind of brought up earlier, where it's like, okay, these arcs are really short, kind of going too quick, and it's kind of like, I feel like we're missing some of the character or some of the plot that I feel like some of these a bit older anime kind of had in terms of that for me. So that's why I would say that, but I do kind of understand everyone's point.
Here's a question, and I feel like this has been coming up a lot between people, pretty much everyone, like when we're discussing shonen's longevity. Do you guys think that we're ever going to see that kind of long string once One Piece is over?
No.
Like, are we ever getting 700 plus chapters from a mangaka again.
Fuck no. No, not in Weekly Shonen Jump at the very least.
Real
Maybe
quick,
digitally.
how do I sound?
Little
not
like
too.
Roughly the same to me.
Yeah.
What about now? Still?
The exact
Yeah,
same.
It's about the same.
Mother.
Hey man, listen, HyperX is a fantastic company. You know, they make some of the best products in the game. You know, I'm not sponsored. I would like to be, but I'm just saying. You know, I'm HyperX out.
Respect. Hey, this costed $30 at what's that store? I forgot, the big electronics store.
The TikTok shop?
Oh fuck no! Hell, I don't know. What you take me for? What?
Oh man.
Nah.
But yeah, no, I also don't think that I think that era is over.
Yeah.
I think we're never getting, 500 plus to 700 series again. I think it's done. And I also just think that a lot of current mangakas don't want to do it. I think they just don't, because they see how it affects the health and like consistency of some of their favorite creators, but also I think there's a lot of them that are so fascinated by what they can do that they don't want to keep writing the same story so that they can go on to write other stories. Mm-hmm. Bro, like the amount of mangakas we've seen within the last couple of years start a major series that blows up and then runs it back later on, like granted Tokyo Revengers is what it is. But brother is back. He's back. He's got another one coming.
I did see that. That's crazy.
He's got another one coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and on top, friggin' Hell's Paradise, he tried to run it back with Ayashimon, and he might not be done. He might have more. You know what I'm saying? So I think it is. I personally think
even Kubo,
even Kubo,
yeah,
even Kubo. So I personally think this is going to be really fun to see. Right, to watch the growth and change that some of these mangakas will go through with writing newer stories. A lot of people are speculating that Horikoshi of My Hero fame wants to write a horror manga. I would love to see what that looks like.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to see what that looks
like.
No
death in a horror manga? Damn, that's crazy.
No. Yeah, he's gonna have to fight that hurdle. One of these guys got to go, man.
You gotta.
You can't off screen him. You can't off screen him like you did Midnight, bud.
Oh god,
you can't do it.
You gotta end the series. You gotta
show us.
Talk about a drawn out ending, like. And I'll say.
Dilcor said in the chat about the Tokyo Revengers guy's new manga. He said he's got another one coming. I will not be.
Got it up.
I did see what even is that? Because like I saw people talking about, I don't know. He's running it back and it looks the same. Dumbass, that's how he draws. Shut the fuck up.
Wow, what the fuck?
What the hell?
No, that's funny.
Listen, the only person I will ever get shit for that is the guy Hiro who writes Fairy Tail. That's only because I'm a Fairy Tail hater to my heart and core. It will be burned into my soul forever. I don't fuck with that series. I think people who like that series need to meet God, a therapist, something. And I also think that series should done. What the fuck is the 1,000-year quest? The quest should have ended. The quest is over, actually. So, yeah, no. A lot of people have been trying to get me into Eden Zero. I might give it a shot, but I'm not enthusiastic. We'll see.
I've never had the pleasure or displeasure of reading Fairy Tail. So.
No, there's no pleasure. Don't even put that. No, it's not even there. It's not there. It's not even there. That's not even there. That's my favorite thing about fucking Fairy Tail fans. Y'all will never step up to the plate to explain to me why that series is good. Even if you do, I will have a reason why it's bad. I
can't argue. I can't argue right now. Only because you said those who like it need God and a therapist, and I was like, damn, you have to call me on that.
And here's how listen. This is I don't hate I don't hate them. I don't hate them. Y'all, I love y'all. I want to shower y'all in love and kindness. I want to give you a hug because I feel like that's what you need. I only say this as being someone who finished Fairy Tail. I did it. I used to be a Fairy Tail fan. and then my eyes were open.
Bro said, "Watch Fairy Tail Blind and Deaf at its peak." This is crazy.
I'm tired of the slander.
No,
I'm tired
you
of
can't.
it.
You can't be tired because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's like getting mad that someone says, "Hey, yo, the sky is blue." What are you mad about? That it's there. It's right there. You know, I would get tired of hearing the truth all day too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would get tired of that.
Jesus.
But I digress. I digress. But yeah, I would like to see what Gege Akutami has after Jujutsu Kaisen, if there is something. You know, I think Oda's done. I think One Piece is it. I
hope he's done for his health.
God willing.
Just chill out, bro.
Yeah, you got it. It's over. It's over. Let one of your assistants do it. Make sure it's the good ones, not like what Kishimoto did. Make sure like the one you actually believe in. Get you a Torotaro. You know, get you a Torotaro. You know, somebody who wasn't on the original team but really fuck with the series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get you one of them. You know, because go the way of Akira and just give your notes, hang out with your kids, and then let somebody else do the rest of the work and see if they can keep it going. You know,
you got to get on
Fujimoto's
lane. I don't know how that man did it, but before the age of 30, he had like 4 assistants that all went on to write their own series in Shonen that have gotten adaptations, and
that's true.
Sold 1 million copies or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know what he's doing over there, but it's working.
Yeah. Oh man, listen. Imagine being Kishimoto, man. Imagine being Kishimoto and just being like, "Hey, man."
The manga supposedly the manga's good. I don't know. I haven't.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I mean,
apparently
but he's back though. He's back to like help with the story. Imagine being the guy who's like, "Hey man, I'm retired. I'm gonna go with my best friend and go write Samurai 7. You know, I'm gonna go chill out. You got it. You know, the studio wants you to keep going, but hey man, you got the team. You turn your back, you go write your series. It doesn't do well. You're like, hey man, you know, I'm gonna just chill out. Turn back around. What the fuck? What's happening? Why do people?
What are all these mentions on?
What's going on? What's happening? What are you doing to my? You made Sasuke don't have his eye no more. Why'd you do that? What happened?
What do you mean? You started the
I gave
anime...
you the eye for a reason. I gave you the eye for the reason. Why would you do that?
What do you mean you started the anime before you got the 10 chapters in the manga? What the fuck were you thinking? Of course you would have had to do a year of filler.
That might not have been the guy writing his fault. You know, I don't know.
You might be right about that.
He has the right to get mad at the anime. Man, that whole...
Yeah, he'd be like, yo, fuck. Now he's got to be like, oh, shit, well, I got to come back.
Yeah,
here we go.
Man.
All right, I got it, guys. Let me get back to it.
After he already proved he was washed in Samurai 8. Anywho. Look, let me ask you this. As a, you know, Johnny verse enthusiast and watcher myself.
Thank you.
Especially with your response to the question of, you know, what era do you prefer in Jump? Do you think that your coverage of Aruri Dragon, Akagurabachi, and just like, you know, newer shonen manga has informed that opinion, or is it the other way around with your videos to where whatever you're passionate about?
For me, I'm always coming from the place of passion. I'm always only motivated to make videos about things that I really care about. The thing that's beautiful about the Johnnyverse videos and how I kind of came to the thought process of making them the way that I do is that as a YouTuber, as a content creator, whatever you want to call it, I think there is a level of, you do want to make stuff that you're passionate about, but you also want to feed a fan base that's going to keep coming back. So I needed to retool my super obsessive, I only want to cover the things that I want to talk about in a way that's palatable to people in a much broader scale. Okay. Like, I'll tell, you know, I can tell you guys, this y'all the homies, is like, bro, all of these videos are literally just meant for me to talk about a character that I really want to talk about.
Okay.
The protagonist video, I just wanted to talk about Yuji. But so many people have done that. And do I have enough cachet to get people in through the door to hear me just talk about Yuji? I didn't think so. So what I needed to do was, okay, what is a topic that I think that I could retool it for me to express my love and passion for this character in a way that's going to get people excited and want to hear about it. That's how I came up with the concept of writing the perfect protagonist.
Okay.
Same thing with the transformation video. I just want to talk about Gohan. But dude, Dragon Ball Z is like so fucking old, and like, yeah, and rest in peace. I had no idea Akira Toriyama was going to pass when I was writing it. But what do anime fans love? They love them some transformations. They love to talk about them. They love to discuss them. They love to talk about who has the best transformation, what's the next Super Saiyan, whatever. Great. Retool that so I can talk about Gohan into a video that's palatable for a lot of people. So I'm always coming at it from a place of passion and what I truly care about in my heart. And I think my appreciation for the newer series is a testament of that, where it's like I'm getting stuff that is inspiring me. Like Ruri Dragon is such a breath of fresh air today. Like in the major landscape of high level series that are all about death and bleakness and the struggles of the world and shit like that. Like most of the major series are like that. My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. Ruri Dragon is just, it's so chill. It's so chill. It's so light. It's so like carefree in its energy, yet you still want to know what's going on, you know? So like, that's why I love it so much. Kagurabachi, kind of similar vibe. I'm getting something different. I'm getting like Western, like 80s movie vibe from this fucking series. You know what I'm saying? You don't see,
like, fuck,
you don't get that. You don't get that a lot. So that's why I think a lot of these newer series for me are so fascinating, because they're influenced by so many things that we have grown up with. And you're seeing those influences in real time with these newer series. You know, you're seeing the memes, you're seeing the jokes, you're seeing like the references and stuff, and you're relating to it better. Bro, who the fuck thought Yuji was going to talk about Jennifer Lawrence?
That's a fact.
Ayo, dog, dap me up.
The references
you got me, bro. You got me, bro. Yeah, nah, like that stuff is what resonates with me. And I think that makes me want to create even more art, because I'm consuming art that's inspiring me to continue. Like it's a consistent cycle, you know, and then I get to share that experiences with people through the format of YouTube videos. So
a self-fulfilling prophecy, one would say. And I definitely feel you on that, because like there was a video that I made, I don't even know how long ago. God, upload schedules are hell. But it was basically the same thing of
probably
like
2 years ago.
Probably to be honest, like senior year type shit. But how to the perfect antagonist. And I was talking. It was really just an excuse for me to talk about two people, Makima, because I just binge read Chainsaw Man, and Maruki from Persona 5 Royal, if you've ever played Persona. So, and I just wanted to talk about them, but I'm like, damn, I uploaded like a few anime videos before, so how do I get them to watch this? All right, let me throw in what's old dude Madara. Let me throw in Madara, because Madara kind of slightly fell into that as well. But like just these topics or these phenomenon that you just get inspired by watching, or that you love, or a trope, or something that's consistent in fiction that really strikes a chord with you. I definitely get the idea of, okay, let me center a video, like how do I connect this with something that is going to attract the audience that I either already have or that I'm also trying to get. And that's all playing the game with you.
It's finding a balance is important. I think if you go too much into two separate areas, that's where you really start to fuck up. If you focus too much on getting the audience in, you start to detach yourself from the work you do, right? And then if you go too much into the passion, you're speaking to such a small group that not a lot of people are going to see the work. Right. I want to do both. I want to be able to create the art, and I also want it to be palatable so that people can see the work. Because if people aren't seeing it, I'm not getting fulfilled in that way where I'm sharing. I'm getting experiences, I'm getting people's opinions, I'm getting people's like feedback, so that I can continue to create more art. Because art is cyclical. It's not just me sitting in my room and making stuff for me. I don't believe in that. I believe art is an exchange of energy. And because of that, you get more and more stuff that you can create as you continue. So finding that balance, I think, is extremely important for YouTubers and shit.
That's valid.
Yeah,
I love Valor.
River. Take a hit of this, River. Take a hit of this. We're gonna need some of this, bro.
Huh?
This motherfucker's spitting right now. Take a hit of this. Pass that shit around, bro.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Put it in rotation.
Yes,
man.
sir,
Put it in
man.
rotation.
Hey,
Pass that shit around. God
Ichiban,
damn.
when's the last time you felt that about a video you were making, man?
River, when's the last time I streamed?
Let me check. It says here it's
what
been
does my
3.
Twitch
It's been
say?
3 years. Let me stop.
Oh,
That
man.
damn near might be. Shit, you're
Holy
gonna have to look
shit.
at that shit, bro.
We can all
That's
relate to
crazy.
that in a way. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
It
just,
says 1
There's a
year ago.
time-
It says last live 1 year ago.
Oh, that's not even.
There's no way. I was not live a year ago.
Maybe you
It
pressed
could have
the
been.
wrong
It could
one.
have been longer than a year, but it doesn't say like. It'll just say a year, unless it's 2
I-
years. It doesn't say like a year and how many months. So.
That probably wasn't even a stream. That was that time that I was at that party. You remember that?
No, that was long. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. If you're talking about the one I was there for.
Brother turned
No,
on his
no,
stream
no,
for
no.
a party. What the hell?
Yeah,
Brother was
literally, like
lit.
I had my phone and I was like, wait, I can stream? Oh shit.
No.
Fucking and then I'm like, yo, River, what up? And then yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know
Sounds
what
like the start
happened.
of a Drake song. Just
That's great.
random
Oh,
ambient noises in a party.
Anyways, I do know we want to move on to a couple other topics, but before we do that, I just want to say that this, in terms of all the shonen eras and stuff, it did have me thinking. Like, I kind of had this take for a minute, right? And it's not the most popular take. I kind of think that in terms of the new era of shonen, I kind of feel like we're missing the mark a little bit in terms of some of these anime, in terms of Demon Slayer, JJK, Chainsaw Man, etc. Right? Black Clover, My Hero. I feel like it just doesn't hit the same as it used to, and I might, you know, that this is my take. It's a bit of a hot one. People have combated me a lot. I did a stream where I named 50 anime better than JJK. That was fun.
Oh my god!
But I still like JJK. I have it at like a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
He has
That's
not
me,
seen.
okay?
River,
He has
did-
not seen
I
50 anime.
can't
by the
remember,
way.
River. Yeah, did you end up naming 50 anime?
I did.
can't
I did.
recall.
Name 50. I did.
Okay, can you give me a highlight? What's one of the ones?
Which one of the highlights?
Yeah, what's one of the
okay.
ones
Aim
that is
for the back
definitely
end. Aim for the back end.
one of the
I
real
put-
deep cut ones that are better than
I put
guys, and I would love to know.
I put Free Run on there. I put what else did I put on there? We had Devilman Crybaby was on there. Terror and Resonance. What else do we have on there? Hold on. I have the doc somewhere. I might as well just pull up the doc, to be honest, over here.
I'm not gonna lie, I was with you with Free Rent, but
That's why he started with it, because he knows all the rest are just going to be noise.
You didn't even go to like other shit that people have in their top 10. You just started reaching.
Yeah,
Japan
I know,
since
because I knew
2020.
I had to go.
I mean, I personally didn't want to hear, oh, Dragon Ball is better. It's like, no,
that's
tell
on
me
there
what
too,
you really
but-
believe is one of the ones that is better.
Bro,
I
where
think
is-
Eden of
okay,
the
where's
East
this
is
doc?
better. Oh my god.
That might have been on there. I haven't seen it, but we had to do a
Fuck
couple
no.
I haven't seen on there, because not every anime I've seen is better than JJ.
Talk about an obscure anime that I fucking hate. God, Eden of the East is a waste of time.
Speaking of,
Augie, man, relax.
To get-
Augie, I was grasping at straws to name 50, but I named 50. Okay, so it's okay. It's okay. I did.
to get people more into anime, like say you have somebody that's like, oh, I've been thinking about starting it. I don't know where to start, because I hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hear that a lot from just being around other students. I'm just like, well, what do you like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you recommend people who are wanting to get into anime now? Because this goes with the whole era thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you give them a classic big three era type anime, anything anything that comes from that era, or because that used to be the go-to for me used to be, yo, you gotta check out Naruto, yo, you gotta check out One Piece,
Mm-hmm.
yo, check out Dragon Ball, and,
Yeah.
and all the other
You
ones.
hate someone
Yeah.
if you.
But now
tell
it's
that
like,
stuff.
okay, we have My Hero, we have Frieren, we have, like, what do you start? What's a basic one that you will
Well, I
start
like
somebody out?
I like what you said, and because this is what I do every time, because I definitely do think there's like this weird kind of thought process when it comes to recommending people anime, where it's just like, oh, I know what the big ones are, I'm just going to recommend those. I think that's the worst possible thing you could ever do.
That's fair.
Right? Especially with anime, because it's so varied. You have to ask these people what they like. Literally, because then you're going to get, like, because these series are in genres, bro. You can break it down to a genre. Yo, you like mystery? All right, dog. Let me give you some Full Metal Alchemist.
Monster.
Let me give you Monster. Let me give you
AOT.
Let me give you AOT. Let me give you like something like what's the new Pluto? You know what I'm saying? Like let me.
That was on the list too, by the way. That was on the list.
That's another thing I really like about newer series is that I think a lot of them are palatable for newer fans. I think there's so many newer series now that you don't need that much context about what anime is, and then you can just get into it, and then that'll be the jumping point. Listen, whatever I feel about Demon Slayer, people got into anime because of Demon Slayer. That's just a fact. That is a fact. I have to give it credit for
and
that.
I also fell off anime because of Demon Slayer. So.
Is what it is.
The pod went on hiatus because of Demon Slayer.
You said it, not us.
So I will always come at it from a stance of what do you like, what are you into, and then I can kind of go from there. I would say for me right now, some of the series that I think I've gotten other people into as a way of introduction has been some of, like, I think Slice of Life is kind of a good start if you're not into super action. Frieren is a great one. Dungeon Meshi got a girl I was dating last year into anime. Fucking bro, I'm watching Bocchi the Rock. I would recommend that to anybody.
Yes! Yeah.
I would recommend that to anyone. Great Pretender. I also think Netflix has an amazing roster of starter anime for people to get into.
True.
Great Pretender, Sunny Boy. What I think Devilman Crybaby is pretty good. I will just say I'm also a hard Science Saru fanboy. I watch everything they ever made. I've seen Keep Your Hands Off Izukin. I've seen Devilman. I've seen Japan Sinks. I've seen it all. I watched Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Like, everything they make is gold to me.
Someone said Netflix over Crunchyroll.
Hey, watch our pods. Watch our pod 2 pods ago. Watch our pod 2 pods.
I'm not mad at that take. I'm not mad at that take.
It's not a bad take.
It's not a bad take. It's not a bad take.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad take.
It's not bad.
But
it's not as hot as I think some people would make. I wouldn't say that.
It does. Yeah. Okay. In terms of the app too, in terms of the collection of anime, I think I still definitely give it to Crunchyroll. In terms of the app itself, Netflix, definitely.
The viewing experience.
Take out the way they do anime of the year, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good, beat? What's good?
Let me ask, since you are just real quick, since you are a big Science Saru fan, Don. You think they're gonna do it justice?
They're gonna do amazing. That is the exact series that they need.
Yes.
Science Saru is amazing at fluid animation, crazy visual effects, and just kind of like trippy presentation. That's Dandadan in a nutshell.
Super spatial.
That's Dandadan in a nutshell.
Amazing spatial awareness when it comes to their
Scott
Pilgrim, Japan Sinks.
Space so amazingly well. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. Like the frantic kind of like sporadic movements that they do for their human characters in pretty much every series. I think it's just going to be, it's going to take Dandadan to a level that I think it's already currently at, but just needs the animation for.
Yes.
So I think Dandadan peak. If you are not tapped in, please do, because it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better.
Yes.
But yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Every time you say Cardiac, an anime name with the letter D, I keep thinking you're gonna say Decadence. I keep thinking that.
It's because look, I am a big,
and I'm like ready to fucking just like, yo, shut up.
I am a big Decadence fan. I'm not one of those people that's like, it's Attack on Titan, but if there is a series to compare it to, it's fucking Attack on Titan, clearly. But like, a few pods ago, I was very annoying with Decadence. But to answer River's question for me, Bocchi is definitely a good like starter anime from the new series. Wait, was it River's
It was
question? Or
Ichiban's question.
Yeah, I
I'm
was about
gonna
to
take credit for
say
that.
to answer Ichiban's question. I more so go definitely newer. I agree with Johnny in terms of a lot of newer anime I think are easier to get into, especially just with palette size. The seasonal format has really
What do you
changed.
mean by that?
Anywho, I think that the seasonal format and just how long series are, right? How digestible they are, how easy it is to. I don't have any food with me, so I can't make the eating joke twice. But how easy it is to bite down and pause, but swallow it.
You really could have like phrased that differently.
Yeah, there
Here's
was so
the
many
percent.
angles to take, and you
I
just
already knew. I already knew. It was coming.
You
I called
pre-paused it.
It
I
was
mean,
the first thing
Yeah.
that came to mind, so I had to pre-pause.
fair enough.
Even
Fair
you
enough.
pre-pausing
that's
is so crazy.
even that
Oh.
sounds
Yeah,
crazy.
preemptive pauses is actually
Yeah.
wild.
But what
Fucking edging over there.
something like Cyberpunk Edge Runners is like very digestible for newer
Okay.
audiences.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, Cyberpunk too.
That's better than
Is it
JJK.
though?
That
Wait,
was on my
whoa,
list
whoa,
too.
is it though? Because I do know people to not like the gore that Cyberpunk brings to the table. That's a lot of fucking gore.
I mean,
So, I mean,
of course, it matters like what they're interested in before.
Yeah. The thing about Edge Runners, though, I think in terms of its gore portrayal, is that it's still kind of Trigger-esque,
mm,
So there's that level of like cartoony,
Yeah.
animated vibe to it that doesn't make it as like gut-wrenching to watch as like if you were watching like a Dead Man Wonderland or something,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's and again, it's like it's cyberpunk, so like a lot of the gore is like it's blood and guts, but also like robot pieces. So there's like a suspense of belief where it's just like, well, they're kind of just like toys almost, Like so, yeah. I think there's a level of palatability with that people could kind of get past that point. But yeah, if you're squeamish, I could definitely you being like, ugh, what the fuck. Nah, I don't want that.
I think for me, like again, I definitely like agree with what Johnny said in terms of it depends on what the person likes outside of that. Because when I hear, okay, I'm trying to get into anime, I'm like, okay, I feel like you cannot just give the person any anime, whether it's new or not, it doesn't matter. You can't just say, oh, like Demon Slayer gonna get anyone into anime. Because there's motherfuckers that just won't like Demon Slayer. And that's just a fact. And you kind of need to know like what they like in terms of other stuff to give them that. Because anime, the one great thing about anime, I think that's kind of goes undermentioned is just how many different genres are within the spectrum of anime. It has literally everything. Anything you want, anime has it. And that is especially true now with all the newer shows we're getting every season. Sure, we get 10 isekais per season, but we're also getting a very much variety in terms of different genres as well. So yeah, I think that is really key in terms of recommending. And I think even old anime could do it. I recently got someone into anime through Monster. Like it works. It doesn't have to be new. It doesn't have to be old. It really just comes down to what do they like, what is going to fit them in terms of that.
Yeah.
It blows my mind how your recommendation can determine like whether they get into anime or not.
Facts.
And if you pick the wrong
Yeah.
one, you are responsible for creating
Yeah.
an anime hate.
Yeah.
That's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because it can never just be, yo, wasn't into it. It's always like, oh yeah, I watched it. Anime sucks. It's like,
Yeah,
Sucks.
right,
Because
exactly.
they put it all into one box
exactly.
because they don't
Yeah.
really realize how vast it is. Like,
yeah.
Don't say it, River.
huh?
Don't say
I said
it.
vast.
Nothing. Never
I said
mind.
vast.
No,
Okay?
no.
That's
nothing.
not
Nothing.
crazy.
Speaking on new anime though, what about this new anime called Zenshu?
Mm.
Who's heard about it?
I'm not
Zenshu.
familiar.
It's
I'm not tapped
it's
in.
MAPPA has announced an original anime titled Zenshu. It is about let me see, the story centers around a brilliant young woman named Natsuko Hirose, a high school graduate who dives firsthand into the world of animation.
Okay, you can
using
stop.
anime.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
The MAPPA anime.
Here's
MAPPA.
here's what I want to lay the groundwork because I'm very excited about this topic
Okay.
because I think this is so unbelievably funny. How do you have to know the fucking balls you have to have? The giant nuts you have to have for the last couple of years for the entire industry to go, hey, MAPPA Studios, you guys are kind of fucked up. You're not paying people right. You're not treating your animators correctly. You're running these people into the ground. Freelance workers coming out on Twitter going, yeah, it was like the worst experience of my life. I would never want to work for this company again. We need to change the animation laws and like the treatment of workers. And MAPPA to go, would be a great idea.
We got you.
Would be a great idea.
You guys, that's the stars of the show.
How about we make an anime about you guys and how much you love your job? We're going to create this entire character where she's so good at her job and she gets her animations done so fast and on time. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I think we can all learn a lot from this whole project.
That's gonna be.
You have to have the ego of Kanye West to do something like that. That is some insane level. All the CEOs are just jerking off. Just, hey guys, we're doing a great job. We're doing a fantastic job.
So
I can see them in the workplace. They're walking through the office. They're like, "Oh shit, somebody's crying. Hey, come take notes, guys. This will be for the next arc. Next arc right here. All right.
Yeah.
Mental breakdown. And just fucking. Oh my god,
dude! Like I would have to imagine like one of the animators. She's had a really rough week, right? They've been working her to the bone. They finally got the Jujutsu Kaisen Sukuna versus Maharaga episode finished.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's crying, and she's at her desk, head down. One of the CEOs walks in. He comes in. He's like, he kneels down, like because you're sitting in her chair. He kneels down, puts his hand on her shoulder, and it's like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Are you all right?" She's like, "I'm just having a really tough week. It's just been a lot on me, and like we're trying our best to get it done. It's just these times." He's like, "That's good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. What I want you to do is to use that, though. I want you to use that. I want you to take that energy and use it because we have another series we need you to get done. We're a little behind. We're actually making you the head anime director of the series. So because you're crying and upset, I actually thought it would be a really great idea for you to use that as the new director for this series you got to get done. Actually, your break is over. So how about we go ahead and get on that right now? Okay. All right. I'm going home.
You're doing them a favor.
You're doing great. All right.
Talking in a calm tone. Because them words is flying. Them words is flying. Yeah. Them words is in all caps. Them words, no, bruh. Not in them Japanese offices, boy. Boy, we done seen Zom 100 now. We know it now. The secrets is out. Ain't no consoling.
Yeah,
we seen the RDC skit.
It's up.
It's up. It's stuck. It's up. It's stuck, and now it's in anime form, and it's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
You're sad? You better get in this chair. And you better start animating how this girl is so happy at her job, just like you need to be. Get happy. Get happy right now, or else.
It's like, wow, you're tired. Have you heard? How about you? Have you ever thought about like locking in? Has that crossed your mind at all? Have you tried locking in?
Oh my god!
I think I might make your life a lot easier. How about you lock in and get this anime done by the end of the week?
We can both.
So the episode? No, not the episode. The entire anime by the end of the week. Did you hear me? And then you start.
President.
And then we're back with JJK season 3 after that too. Come on,
Mr. President. I haven't seen my family in 3 weeks. Wow.
Listen,
lock in.
You're glazing your wife and kids a little too much. You're glazing your family a little too much.
You're trauma dumping? Cringe? Please get to it.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh my god!
Please get.
Now put that energy into
we can
being
both go
happy
home.
and making this anime.
We can both go home.
You're doing tricks on. You're doing tricks on it on your wife and kids right now, but let's go ahead and relax.
We were talking about this earlier, and each of them brought up a point. So the title of the anime, what does it stand for again? Just to clarify.
Oh my god, dude! I was reading
redo it all,
me.
right? Something
I
like
got
that.
you.
So
I got you. Hold on, hold
go
on.
ahead. Just so we
The
know for
title
sure.
Zenshu
Yeah.
means to correct
Yes.
everything or start from scratch. It's a
Yeah, they don't
term
give.
used in the anime industry, and it's also the catchphrase for the
For the
protagonist.
protagonist. So basically, what he was saying is, this is even goes into the fact that I'm having balls. What she does is she will take these ideas, look at them, write some notes, and tell them to start over again and redo it all. That's the centerpiece of the anime.
That's in the trailer. It's in the trailer. It's right. It's her doing this. Hold on. It's
This
her.
is crazy.
Someone hands her a finished project. She goes, redo everything,
bro,
and then goes back to doing her work. Like,
oh my gosh,
I can just
no way,
imagine.
fucking
bro.
insane.
I can imagine now. They have the anime playing 24/7 in the office. The CEO and the stockholders are walking around the office monitoring everyone. And they're like, I want workers like that. and they point at the screen. The screen is above all the workers in the building. The screen is on the wall on the other side. They're like,
Oh my god.
have y'all ever watched this? We made it, sir. I need you to be like them. I need you to emulate them. I need you to pray to them.
Oh my god.
Because this,
You know what? I think the idea, and I'll say this before I move on to the next one. I think the idea was they noticed how people would look at their favorite superheroes and try so hard to attain what they've attained. How many times have we tried to do the Kamehameha? Admit it. Who's tried?
Handful.
Right. So what they're doing is, let's see if we can get them to aspire to be like this person. Fucking insane.
It's the same. They watched Keep Your Hands Off Izuken and was like, oh, this got a lot of people into anime and animation. Maybe we could do the same thing. It's like, nah,
no, bro.
Nah, I don't think you really got the
message from the wrong person.
message. Yeah,
wrong messenger.
You
literally.
Yeah,
literally.
I got you.
Let me say this one last thing that I came across too before I gotta go because your boy has work. I got called in for a replacement. The voice actor, dub voice actor. So make sure you remember that. Dub voice actor for Solo Leveling has reported to have received a humongous number of death threats from the Solo Leveling fan base community. He responded to them in the absolute most savage way that I've ever come across. This man, instead of saying, hey guys, I'll do my best, and being scared about it, he's like, I'm Sun Jin Woo, I will fuck you up. Okay, so this is what it is. This is what it is. We're getting to that point in Solo Leveling where the main character says his famous catchphrase.
Mm-hmm.
And people are emailing him, whatever, reaching out to him. Hey, if you fuck this up, we'll find you and we'll make your life hell. He responds with, you all better relax. I appreciate the support. Let me cook. Otherwise, I'm going to take that catchphrase and I'm going to change it. I don't know if you all know. Does anyone, in case anybody doesn't know the catchphrase, spoilers. Do you know the catchphrase?
Yeah,
I'm not familiar.
Gyat.
Okay.
Gyat.
No, so the catchphrase, it's not
Phantom
anything,
Tax.
It's not anything crazy. He says, arise, okay, and that's supposed to bring some.
Bro, how do you spoil that, bro?
No, it's not a spoiler.
I'm just playing.
You know that. He says it so many times. It's not. You're gonna get annoyed by it.
Bro. Go ahead. Go.
Okay, shut up. Don't make me nervous, River. All right, so he says that. He's telling people. He's like, y'all better relax before I change it to, hey bud, wakey. Hey, it's time to get up. Excuse me. wakey wait, or like saying like, hey buddy, come on, like
No way.
just fucking. He's like you either get off my dick or I'm gonna
ruin it. Yeah, no, that's really
trolling
funny.
him.
And what's crazy is that he could do that. The way that like, dude, that dubbing for anime is set up is so funny because a lot of the time, like, you know, us fans will get upset if like certain words are changed or like not said in the proper context. That's what they want. A lot of the times, that's what like the translators or the people who are sending the work over to America to have it dubbed. They're like, yeah, no, do your thing. We don't want you to do the same thing. Do your thing. Do what you would do.
Bro.
So he could get away with that. That shit is crazy.
That's how you get
If
ghost
Everybody was like, yo,
Man.
whoa. All right.
Yeah.
Let me back
Hey,
up.
Hey,
My bad, bro. My
Hey,
bad.
Buckaroonies.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
Hey, Buckaroonies,
Yeah,
time to
literally.
rise. Time to rise.
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that. You just fucking.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
but,
let's go ahead and get up now.
hit him with the fucking Kylie Jenner rise and shine.
Oh my
Just-
god,
Bro.
Brother, rise.
Someone
rise,
said, bro, hit
brother.
him with the wait.
That's
Rise, brother.
Rise, brother. Hey, Dirk said, bro, hit him with
Rise,
the wakey,
brother.
wakey,
Oh,
eggs
oh.
and bacon. This is crazy.
the funniest. No, the funniest
Oh my
one he
God.
said. The funniest one he said was he's gonna change it to erect.
Erect now,
Now
brother.
that would make it better.
Yeah.
That would make it better.
8 out of 10.
He should
That
go
was
with that
funny
one.
as
8 out of
hell,
10 show that
Yeah, he
happened.
should go with that one. I'll watch it if he does it. I promise.
Oh, you didn't,
I'll
you
check
didn't
it
see
out.
season 1?
I have not seen anything. I've not seen anything for
Hey,
it.
I mean, they might. Hey, that honestly might get them some more fans behind it. Cause I don't know.
They got. Look, if they do it, they got me. They do it, they got me.
Erect, brother.
If I could recommend you, if I
Erect,
could
brother.
recommend you one anime, please, or at least the manhwa.
Oh yeah, no.
Definitely.
Solo Leveling was on the list. Once I finished Bochi, I was gonna check out Solo Leveling and see what's up.
Please
Yeah.
do.
Bochi's
Yes, sir.
Bochi's a classic, man. God.
It's really good. It's really good. In terms of stuff I'm currently reading, I'm getting through Vagabond right now. You know, for experience and also for research for episode 3 of Johnnyverse. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get some inspiration going. So I might just, hey man, rainy day, I might just lay in bed, kick back, read some manga, chill out for the day. That might be my vibe today.
Man,
We'll see.
I gotta start uploading. The fact that you,
Mr. Ref,
so
Mr.
crazy,
Ref.
man.
I gotta head out now.
All right,
Game
brother.
left
Easy,
to-
man.
Take
All right,
care,
brother.
yo. Take care, brother.
Thank you, chat, for joining me today. I appreciate everybody. So
W
I'll
chat.
see you later, Johnny.
Peace, dog.
Easy, man.
River.
Good to meet you, brother. Take care.
Well, on that note, to kind of end us out here, bring us all back. One of the questions I did want to present to you guys is, so we named these eras was pre 2000s, 2000s, 2010s, and then 2019, 2020s. That era, right? I want you guys to rank these eras out of 4. Rank them. Let's do it.
Okay.
Ooh. You said pre 2000s, 2010s, and current. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, current.
I'm going to go. And these lists are biased. I'm just going to straight up say that. This is my pure bias. I'm not being objective at all. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you think objectively Tenchi Muyo was one of the best series. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I do not care. This is pure bias. 2000s, number 1 for me. That's my era. That's the era I remember the most.
Okay.
And was it early 2000s has Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Fooly Cooly.
Mhm.
So already top 10. So that's number 1 for me. I'm gonna say personally, 2020s number 2. I'm enjoying it that much. I'm gonna say I some of my favorite series ever I've experienced during this new era. So I'm gonna say 2020s, and then we're gonna go. The last 2 could kind of interchange, but today I'm feeling I might feel differently later. But for right now, I'm gonna say 90s 3, 2010s 4. That's what I'll say.
Okay, interesting.
That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Interchangeable. They can change by the day, but yeah.
2010s at 4 kind of crazy. But anyways, cardiac.
Okay, I'll go 2010's number 1. Like I mentioned before, I think it's a good mix between long runnings, which we all love, and good diversification of the genres and content. Well, not content. I hate that word. What's it called? Then I'll go with modern era. I'll go with the modern era. Man, Jump can't ruin it for everybody. Everyone's getting their shot. You know, starting to see more breaks with mangaka. Starting to see more liberties taken in adaptations as well. Anime's thriving right now. Then,
Archie, we're not ranking the 60s and 70s. We don't. We
no one gives a fuck.
Again, go to Manga Crash's channel, bro. He got you. He got you. He got you. Go there.
I don't think I've seen any anime from the 60s and 70s.
Not to say I'm not.
He got you.
Not watching that shit.
60s and 70s just included in the before 2000s. So technically,
I don't know.
It's counted.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what they got back then, bro. I didn't see it. I can tell you that much. I didn't see it.
God.
Whatever they got, I didn't see it.
No cap. Just because I have. Oh, well, actually, damn. Half the shit I've watched from the 90s is like Pokemon. I'm just looking at. I'll go with the 2000s third. Big 3. Some classics in there, right? Some of the greatest anime of all time. Set in Stones, Breaking Barriers. And then I'll go I'll go with the old dudes. Cause we done with the 90s, man. We done with the 90s. Fuck that shit. Anime's better now. Get with the times. No one wants to watch your freeze frames.
Old and dusty. Old and dusty.
Apparently, Pluto's basically from the 60s. I don't.
Yeah, man, shut the fuck up. No, listen. Look, I don't give a shit. It came out last year, bro. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's what's in my brain, bro.
Is that even Shonen?
We're not even on that right now.
I believe
Pluto's saying it.
We ain't talking about that. Get that out of here.
Pluto isn't from the 60s. Astro Boy is from the 60s. Pluto was written in 2003. Stop lying to the people. Well,
for me, I'm gonna start at my number 1 has to be the 2010s, as I mentioned before. It's just gotta be. Number 2 is for me the 2000s. Okay, I think the 2000s. God, is this the same list as Cardiac so far? This is crazy. No, it's not. Yeah, current. I'm lagging.
Damn.
I'm lagging.
He got cooked for that take.
He back though.
I'm back.
He's back.
Okay. So I'm going 2010s at 1, and then 2000s at 2. And then 3 and 4 to me is kind of iffy. I think I'm going to go barely at 3. I'm gonna give the no what? No, I'm not. 90s at 3. Current last.
Wow.
I go fuck current. Fuck current. It doesn't matter, bruh. Get out of here. That shit, man.
You gotta read manga, bruh. I'm telling you, man.
You gotta read manga, yo. You gotta
90s we got Yu Yu Hakusho. Come on. Ain't nothing better than Yu Yu Hakusho now. Come on. Dragon Ball, come on. Ain't nothing better than that. Come on now.
All right, bro.
You gotta read.
Read.
Yes, bro. You got to.
Oh, this is crazy.
That's also his friend. That's your Frieren take. That's what's dragging that down.
What, my Frieren take?
Yeah, because you don't love Frieren.
It's better than JJK. Is that not good enough for you?
No, but you should love Frieren.
Exactly.
You should love.
Thank you, Josh.
That's not even. There's no such thing as liking Frieren. You should love Frieren. That's how good it is.
FMAB boys can't even take it down, bro. From 2 different I didn't even know it was also number 1 on any list. That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's insane.
What is Frieren not a shonen though, is it?
It is.
No, I don't think. So.
Okay, it is.
Is it?
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't change my. It doesn't change my list.
Would you look at that?
It still doesn't change my list, but it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was.
It's
in Shonen Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, the last thing I had, and behind the scenes, like these may or may not be for shorts. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't need to know that. So
Okay.
okay. So earlier we talked about Zenshu, which is basically MAPPA kind of making the lives of their workers look happy, etc., whatever. So that brings me to think: if there was an anime about your life, what would it be called?
The rose that grew from concrete. Let me stop. Shout out Pac, man. Shout out 90.
Yeah, I'm going cartoony. I would say like something along the lines of like the marvelous misadventures of Johnny Starr. That
sounds like a Cubo show.
I would love that so much. Yeah, let's go. I would love that. Shout out Flapjack, yo. Shout out Flapjack. But yeah, no, that's what I would call it.
Okay.
That's what I would call it. I feel like mine would be a gag series. That's what I would want. I would want it to be a gag series.
Yeah, that's tough.
I would want it to be fun. I wouldn't want it to be like a mainline shonen. I want it to be on Shonen Plus. I want it to be up there with Komi-san and everything else. That's what I would want.
Okay.
That's my vibe.
I was trying to think of a sound effect that starts with a K.
Kaboom.
Don't ask why.
Kaboom.
The Adventures of Kaboom. Yeah, I think that. Look, y'all know after watching this podcast, and you know after this is done, if Johnny, we keep talking, you will learn quickly. I am fucking stupid. I am the dumbest person in the room at all times. The things that I say, the things that I do are purely shower thoughts, and they should have stayed when the water was running and stopped when it got turned off. I am stupid.
Yeah, man.
So if there's a title,
I feel it. I resonate.
The Adventures of Kaboom, because that's how it sounds when I finally put my thoughts together.
Adventures of Kaboom.
All right, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the misunderstood journey of River the Flow God.
You're getting canceled.
Yeah, no, that's what it sounds like.
It sounds like a Kanye album.
Yeah, no, you have to start every episode with the thoughts and opinions in this series are not reflective of
the events in this series are to be performed only by.
It's all entertainment and are not to be.
And every warning that you can think of, real people were not hurt in the makings of this.
Yeah. This is not medical advice.
That's what that series.
The misunderstood journey of River the Flow God. The Isekai.
The Isekai.
Isekai. Truck-kun or no?
I gotta go for the Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm thinking of Toyota, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god, this is a good
one. Get the spinoffs and do extended Johnnyverse. Oh, you know what, Johnnyverse? That might actually just be the name. That might just be the name. I could see that.
Okay,
That's amazing branding, bro. Oh my god, you doing it right. You're doing it right.
Thank you. It's been fun.
What if I was reincarnated as an anime YouTuber?
Yeah, you're doing it right.
Okay.
That's comp. You know what? That is a fire ass idea. That's a fire ass idea. Too bad. I'm certain Super Eye Patch Wolf is working on that right now as we speak. I'm sure he's cooking that idea up.
That man be in the lab. There's two people in Annie too that be in the lab. Is Eye Patch Wolf, and I'm blanking on his name. I love his channel.
Scamboli never leaves the lab. He just don't upload.
I thought he was done, but then he just came back.
No, Scamboli, he be in the lab and also lurking on people's YouTube comments.
Yes,
that's what I've noticed too. He is an AniTube lurker. Yes. I was not aware of this.
He be studying.
That's very fascinating.
Alex,
he be studying.
That's
Alex. Yes.
Alex,
yeah, his latest video he just came out with was really good.
God.
I'm a big fan. I actually got to meet him and it was awkward.
Really?
And I hate it. I hated every moment of it. Because we not because of him. He was like chill.
Yeah.
But we also met at Anime Expo, and we were in the hentai section. So
Oh.
I was trying to be like cool and not and like, yo, man, I'm a big fan. But he's also like, I wonder if I should buy one of these. You know? It was just not the place for that. It was just not the place for that meeting. It was very.
It was for a video. It was for a video.
It was for a video. Yeah, it was, networking.
Research purposes.
I am going back to Anime Expo this year. So if anyone's there, respect. Can't wait to meet y'all. But yeah, hopefully the experience is a lot better this time around.
For sure.
So we'll see.
Well, on that note, this brings us to a very sad moment of the podcast, which wouldn't have to be as sad because we may not go off live after we leave you guys. So if you want to, see this, then just watch the Twitch, man.
Come on.
Check it out.
Twitch, support.
But we had to leave you guys on YouTube, man. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. And by all means, make sure to go check out Johnny Star's incredible YouTube channel.
Yes.
Please go check them out.
Thank you. Please check out the channel, Johnny Star on YouTube. We have the Johnnyverse series going on right now. If you're into well crafted, edited, scripted, all the things, videography that are also happen to be video essays on anime and manga, please go check it out. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Absolutely. And and also, from our side, make sure to join the Discord so you can actually talk to us, and then also the Patreon, because that will be in the description. If you want to see all the behind the scenes shenanigans, all the anything we got. Carday, what do we all have on there? Do you just want to tell them? You do.
We have so much pre-pod conversation, cancel worthy conversation.
Shout out to Dylan. He's not here today, but
early unedited podcasts of I do some touching up. I do some zooms. I try to whenever my webcam flicks out, I try to fix that. But if you want to see what it looks like when I start to glitch, go to the Patreon, any tier, whether it's $1, whether it's $3, whether it's free. I just drop something on there. I'll be doing some shower thought videos, them dumb stupid thoughts I was talking about earlier. I do like 20 minutes of that sometimes. Go over there and catch that. One of them is free. So if you want a little bit of a taste of a snack as to what you can get for being a full patron, head over there right now.
And there is literally 155 different pieces of content on the Patreon right now for you to check out.
It is
literally go tap in.
It is a hell.
And yeah, let us know your favorite era of Shonen in the comments. And yeah, man. With that being said, we do have to go, man.
It's so sad every time.
It's so sad.
Well, I'm gonna have fun reading Vagabond, so I'm, it is. That's sad.